Welcome everyone, one and all, to my reaction to Season 2, Episode 9 of Teen Wolf Party Guest. Now, quick disclaimer, I'm a little bit ill, I've got a sore throat, and I'm just not not feeling 100%, but I do feel well enough to get this done. I wanted to make it clear in case you thought, like, why is he talking weirdly, you know? But, yeah, so last time we ended on the shocking moment of Lydia's mum revealing that she was indeed bitten by Derek, which... Yikes. I am of the opinion that she will be a girly who will not be wanting to turn into a werewolf no matter what. So I think her days are numbered now. What this means for the rest of her family, I don't know. How her husband, how Allison are going to react, I guess we'll see. But it could lead us to going down some potentially very interesting storylines. So very intrigued to see how it all plays out. So yes, with that said, let's jump back in to the world of Teen Wolf. Oh, fuck yeah. I was a bit annoyed last episode that we didn't get much Lydia, so let's go. Oh, creepy. Ooh. Oh, she's in the dress from the night where she was attacked. Okay. Looping back to the trauma of that night. But is it more than that? Is it not just trauma? Is it some kind of vision in some way? Jesus. She evidently wasn't in her bed the whole time then. Where have you been, darling?
Are you real? Interestingly, that question could also be answered not yet.
Oh, are we talking resurrection?
All that you have to do is every single thing that I ask.
Jesus Christ. Oh my god, okay, so he said the answer to that question is not yet, implying that a time may come soon that he is indeed real, which, yikes, concerning. Hopefully that's not the case, considering how much of a fucking lunatic he was and how many issues he was causing, but very curious about this whole, like, his mind occupying Lydia. Like, is that what it is? Did he somehow figure out some, like, way to transfer his consciousness? But then that doesn't make sense, because if we're looking at the confines of the show, it's not like they're witches, they're shapeshifters. They turn into werewolves and they have the abilities of those wolves. They don't have like magic, so how on earth would he transfer his consciousness to her? This is so confusing.
It's called the worm moon.
The worm moon. Ugh.
They call it that because it's the last full moon of winter, and the worms would literally crawl out of the earth as it thawed. Kinda has the feel of a rebirth.
Ugh. Can we stop with the worm symbolism, please? It's disgusting.
Everyone wants to go to Lydia's party, so we're gonna make it a very special party.
What does that mean? Lovely.
Lydia Martin is not only beautiful, not only incredibly intelligent, she's immune. Bet you felt like the last to know for a long time. It doesn't feel good, does it?
Yeah, because like when you also clue in the fact that she is intelligent, she's aware of all these things, like she definitely knows that there's a secret being kept and she's the one who's not been clued in, which must feel horrible. But yeah, we know that she's immune, so that comes with it its own like thing, isn't it? Because I was originally thinking, I was going down the lines of, okay, she has powers, but now that we've got this whole thing of like him being in her head, I'm starting to think, okay, maybe it's not necessarily that she has like powers herself. Maybe it's like him and he is somehow showing her these visions himself. Like he's the one pushing them to her mind. But then I always loop back to her seeing the black goo stuff come out of Jackson, because that was very independent from this guy. Or was it? Did he show her that? But why would he show her that? You know, like it doesn't make sense in that regard. So maybe she does have powers in her own right. But we very much know that the one thing that definitely is hers is that she's immune. But I don't know why. We've already explored the idea of like a Kanima this season, and we know that there is a book of like different creatures, so we know that there are other supernatural creatures. So could Lydia be a different kind of supernatural creature? We just haven't found it yet. But yeah, why does he want to have a full party if the intent is not to kill everyone? Like I would think, oh, full party, lots of people, maybe it's something to do with like sacrificing people so that you can bring a person back, you know, like sacrificial magic, that kind of thing. But he basically showed her the idea that if you don't throw this party, everyone's gonna die. And so I'm like, well, is the intent not to kill everyone at the party then? If not, then why? What's the point of having the party? So confused.
It's not that deep, okay?
It's not that deep. Okay, so there is a chance.
We all have our roles. Just don't expect me to play Poison King to your Hamlet of a son.
Jesus.
When exactly do you think Allison will be emotionally prepared enough to handle the death of her mother?
To be fair, he has got a point. I don't think you're ever emotionally prepared no matter what age you are.
Your wife is already dead.
Wow, okay. We can see where Gerard stands. I'm not surprised, but damn. How cold he is slightly surprising to me, to be honest. I would have thought there would be some emotion behind it. But I mean, like, at the end of the day, it's their faults for starting this crusade against the werewolves. So at the end of the day, like, you can only blame yourselves, guys.
Maybe we should just let the Argents handle it.
I'm the one who turned him. It's my fault.
Okay, so he feels he's got a responsibility.
I mean, this happened because of something in his past, right?
It's a legend in a book. It's not that simple.
Well, we need to figure it out. I think that's the key to the puzzle.
Go home, Scott. Sleep. Heal. Make sure your friends are safe.
Oh, Derek, you're so annoying. Just fucking share the information, bro.
So what's going on with you and Scott? Are you guys...
Yeah, I'd be like, what the fuck is happening?
Not really.
God, I hate not really. You never know what to do with not really.
Would you understand if I said it was complicated?
Not really.
What throws me up there is his like, oh, I don't know what to do with not really. I'm like, bro, she rejected your kiss. I think you've got your answer. Like, let's be real. No matter what the answer is with Scott, she didn't want to kiss you in that moment. So I think you've got your answer. There's no need to beat around the bush. Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. I'm not gonna lie though, how did he get some of those shots without her realizing that's at her home? Oh, Allison, I would be freaking the fuck out. Uh-oh. Oh no. She locked the door, thank God for you.
Forgot my bag.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
He's taken such a shift. Oh my God.
Some good pictures in there, don't you think?
I was really impressed.
This tiny little screen doesn't really do it justice, but I could show you some on my computer.
Maybe another night.
Well, just for a few minutes.
No.
You don't have anything going on tomorrow, do you?
I should really get going.
I don't even know what to say. What a fucking shift. I was gonna say, Allison, fucking drive. Right, someone's moved to the top of my list. I'm gonna put that out there right now. What the fuck was that? Like, I'm sorry, but what the fuck? Broski was sat there being so sweet and so understanding, and I was like, oh, this is actually a really nice interaction. And then Allison found the photos. He came back, fucking serial killer vibes. Literally, like, oh my God, like, you know when you look at a psychopath and they have these like personalities that they put on and they like cater their personality to you to make you feel comfortable? It very much felt like that. It felt like he realized that she had found out the truth, and it's like the mask dropped. It's like this persona that he was putting on just faded away, and that was fucking terrifying. So yeah, safe to say someone shot to the top of my list for sure.
Alpha, Beta, Omega.
That's right.
Oh my God.
Spiral reminds us that we can all rise to one or fall to another. Betas can become alphas, but alphas can also fall to betas or even omegas.
Scott.
Scott's with us.
Really?
Where is he now?
Well, to be fair, Derek did tell him to go home.
You get the ability to heal, but tonight you're gonna want to kill anything you can find.
Good thing I had my period last week then.
I'm actually curious as to whether that would affect you as a werewolf. A period is all to do with like hormonal differences and everything. So I wonder if with your oh my God, hormones being different, it would like shift how you behave.
I was wondering if maybe this year things, might be different.
Why would anything
Oh, she wants her to not do it because it's dangerous.
Things and people, like Jackson.
Why do you care about Jackson?
Why do you care about Jackson?
Do you know if he's coming tonight?
Everyone's coming.
Interesting. We know that Lydia's been given a list of things to do, and she seemed to be a bit focused on Jackson there herself. So is Jackson part of her plan?
Allison, can I grab you for a moment to talk?
Can we do it later?
Actually, to be honest, sooner would be better.
Party's at 10.
She's dying.
You think so?
Oh, it does have black on it, but...
I mean, let's be real, darling. You ain't exactly been a loving mother. Like, I know you've done stuff in your eyes to protect her, but you're not exactly this, like, really positive figure in her life, so she's not going to drop everything to talk to you. You know, unless you tell her that something is serious, she's not going to be like, oh, yeah, I'll drop everything to talk to you, ma'am. Like...
We brought Harrison this morning for questioning.
And?
And they're working on a warrant to arrest him for the murders.
Okay. Huh.
Same car was also seen outside the hospital where the pregnant wife was killed. It's got some bumper sticker on it, a quote from Einstein.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the same car parked outside the rave.
Sorry, but that is way too much evidence. You know, once you've got evidence of something pointing to absolutely everything in a show like this, like absolutely not. So in my mind, he's clear. In my mind, I've kind of like ticked him off. Maybe it was a situation of like, this was like the master's plan, like the master of the Kanima's plan, and he was gonna like pin it on Harris. But then once Harris gets arrested, where do you go from there? You know, because are you gonna just stop killing? Because it can't be a coincidence that he was at every single one, but then it's also way too obvious.
There's gotta be something missing.
Hey. You don't have to solve this for me.
I was gonna say, I feel like he has a responsibility.
Look at the swim team.
What? Oh, were they all on the swim team?
Dad, the coach.
Ah.
It's Isaac's dad.
Yeah, we found the link then. Okay, so they were all on the swim team then.
Jackson.
Jackson's on the swim team. He's the head of the swim team. That's interesting. Why did she do that?
You don't want me there.
Don't worry.
Interesting. I want to see that play out again. Yeah, it's almost as if like the Kanima side of him was like taking over at that point, and the second she touched him, it's like Jackson came back.
Look, of course I would want you to.
Oh.
You do not want me there.
Jesus Christ.
I'll see you there.
Damn. Yeah, it seems as though part of the plan requires Jackson being there. Ooh. So he has just access to it 24/7 now? It's not just like in the middle of the night, something takes over?
Coming in. Oh, whoa. Yeah.
That way. Styles. That way. I can clearly see that it'll fit if you... Oh my god.
No, you don't. Here, just grab that side, maybe.
Styles is literally like a dog trying to bring a stick indoors.
So whoever's controlling the Kanima really hates the swim team. Hated the swim team, specifically the 2006 swim team.
So is it not necessarily that the Kanima master is like scared of water? It's more so that they just like have such a distaste, such a hatred for the swim team that it's like translated to like being fearful of the pool. But if it's being fearful of the pool, then is it necessarily that the Kanima master is fearful or was fearful of the people on the swim team? Can we like have another look at that swim team? But then that teacher wasn't on the swim team and everything, so we kind of lost that link. So I'm just so confused, because if we are going down the route that I'm on, where it's like, okay, camera guy is fucking shady and we got to keep an eye on him, he would have been way too young to be on the swim team, and it's a swim team, you know, like it's not as if he as a little kid would have interacted with them if they're like a high school swim team. So I'm confused.
Maybe it's just early. Or maybe nobody's coming because Lydia's turned into the town whack job.
Ooh, I
We
didn't
had
think
to
about
zoom in
that.
because we've completely ignored her for the past 2 weeks.
She's completely ignored Styles the past 10 years. I prefer to think of it as me not having been on her radar.
Well, of course you like to think of it that way.
Yeah, I also know some people who can get this thing going. Like, really going.
Who?
I met them the other night. Let's just say they know how to party.
Am I being stupid? Who is he talking about?
We're here for the party.
Oh, let's fucking go. Oh, let's go. Drag queens at a party? It's about to be fucking fire. That's crazy though. The Teen Wolf had bloody drag queens in it in season 2. I love that. Did Teen Wolf had quite a like big queer following?
So how come she gets to wear the headband thing?
Because she'll be able to withstand more pain than the two of you.
Oh.
Got an extra one if you really want it.
Oh god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Jesus fucking Christ. Right, I'm gonna go back to the start of that conversation and just see if I missed something, but what the fuck was that? Okay, so they're literally just talking about basically keeping them under lock and key, keeping them tied down because of the fact there's a full moon. But why are we requiring drilling that into her head as a way to like keep her contained? Because if that's attached to her and it's like got a chain behind it locking somewhere, then obviously it's gonna be hard to take that off. But fucking hell, mate.
I gotta watch you lose Allison to a stalker like Matt. I'm gonna stab myself in the face. Don't stab yourself in the face. Why not?
Fucking hell.
Because Jackson's here.
Oh. He did turn up then, okay. But it seems like that's part of Lydia's plan, so why? Oh, so I know I keep saying Lydia's plan. I do know that it's not her plan, but you know what I mean. She's the one who's physically doing it. Oh, is there something in the punch? Because we keep seeing everyone drinking it. Is that Wolfsbane? Looks like Wolfsbane. Why Wolfsbane? Obviously to weaken werewolves, but for what purpose?
Find an anchor. Something meaningful to you. Bind yourself to it, keep the human side in control.
What is it for you?
Anger.
Ah.
But it doesn't have to be that for everybody.
You mean Scott?
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely discovered that.
You really thought I would do this using prescription pills?
According to gender statistics, most women. But you're not most women.
She's just gonna stab herself? Like, what? I love how I was thinking so much that it would be her own decision as to whether she turns into a werewolf. I didn't even think about the idea that, of course, the family wouldn't even allow it.
It is our job to teach her how to keep standing.
Ground isn't shifting.
Do you know what the worst part is in all of it, though? Like, Allison doesn't have the same prejudice that her family has against werewolves. And so to Allison, rather than feeling, like, so pissed off that, like, it happened to her mum, I would more so be pissed off at her mum, her dad, and her grandfather for the fact that her mum could have kept living. Like, if her mum survived the bite, she could have kept living as a werewolf. They just needed to get rid of their fucking prejudice over it all. And so that's the real thing that I would be pissed off after all this.
Go up there and help your wife die with dignity.
Jesus.
Because if she doesn't fall on her own sword, one of us is gonna have to run her through.
Yeah. Also, I do really struggle with Gerard, I'm gonna be honest. I can only see Colonel Ty from Battlestar Galactica. I really try and reframe my mind, though.
Can't drink tonight.
All right. What is with the two of you?
Oh, no, Styles is drinking.
No, Styles. You and Allison. I don't care. We have to keep
Oh, could this not be the Alpha's plan? Could this literally just be Lydia's plan? And she's using the wolfsbane to find the werewolves? Like, because she wants to know who all the werewolves are. So she's like, okay, I'm going to poison this. Whoever has a bad reaction to it, I'm going to know that they're a wolf. Or, on the flip side, could it still be part of the plan? And it's more so that her and the Alpha within her head are both aware of every werewolf in case other people have been turned, you know? Or could this just be to find out the identity of the Kanima? Because we know that obviously Lydia doesn't know, but maybe the Alpha knows that something's going on with the Kanima and like he requires that to have, like be resurrected. I'm so confused. Like I keep talking about this idea of like resurrection and all that. I don't even know if that's what's happening here, but we've been given such little information that I'm like, what the fuck could it be? Like I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh yeah, for his resurrection. How does resurrection even work? Like, as far as we're aware, magic in that sense isn't a thing. There's like, it seems as though that guy has like druidic magic now that we're going down the idea of like a Triskelion and all of that. But what's throwing me off is the fact that all of his stuff isn't necessarily magic. It's more so just like things in nature that can help. Like that ash that he gave Styles last episode. So is it just like a thing in nature that can allow the fucking guy to be reborn? We need more information because it's bloody angering my brain. Fuck.
See? Isn't it good?
Actually, yeah. Really good.
Fuck. I was gonna say, don't you dare close those doors.
I took some pictures of you that I should have told you about. But is it really that bad? Then
Yeah.
that I think you're beautiful?
She was in her home.
Then I think you should be the subject of a perfect photograph.
By standing in the bushes outside her home and taking pictures.
I don't even know how you took them.
Yeah.
Telephoto lens. I mean, come on, Allison. Photographers call them candids. A stalker now. Is that it?
What was
you
that?
Think, my bedroom is wallpapered with your photos. You think I'm the kind of guy that's gonna say?
The fuck was that? Oh, that looked like Allison.
Well, you know what? Get over yourself, because there's another pretty girl walking through the room every 5
Oh my god, right, sorry, I was so focused on that. Is this guy like shit talking her? Like what?
Well, then all you have
No,
to do is
go
wait
fuck
another
yourself.
3.
See you later.
Good luck.
Allison, wait.
No, there's no recovery from that, you little shit. Let's go Allison, actually. You know what? Let's go Allison. Get fucked, mate. What? What?
You have no idea how much I've been looking forward to this.
Huh? What the fuck was that? Does wolfsbane have like hallucinogenic properties to everyone? Is it not just like, is it one of those things where it's like, it's poisonous to, well, yeah, okay. Yeah, she's drugged everyone. She's literally drugged everyone. Okay, makes sense.
I just came from a funeral, you know, people wear black at funerals.
Dude, chill. It was just
Dude.
Get out of my face.
Oh, shit. Oh, is there a flashback to his mum's funeral?
You know, every day I saw her lying in that hospital, slowly dying.
Oh my god.
I thought, how the hell am I supposed to raise this stupid kid on my own?
Oh my god.
You killed your mother. You hear me? You killed her. And now you're killing me.
Fucking hell. Oh, I'm so sorry you had to go through that. Okay, we're definitely getting a look into Styles' mind and his, like, inner demons when it comes to his relationship with his father and feeling terrible about himself.
I didn't get a chance to talk to her. I want to do it here.
I'm not gonna lie, guys. I would love to have sympathy in this moment. You're crying that you didn't get to talk to your daughter. You didn't explain to your daughter that you were fucking dying. Like, maybe if you did that, you'd have had a chance to talk to her, you know? Like, I'm sorry, I don't know if I'm being insensitive right now, but come on now. You asked your daughter to have a little chat and she thought it was a mundane thing. Probably you getting annoyed at her about Scott again. Of course she's not going to want to talk to you. If you'd explained the severity of the situation and that you needed to talk to her in that moment because it was something very serious, she probably would have spoke to you. So, like, frustrated. Yikes. Ew. Okay, thank God. I was like, imagine if there's just like two random people there and Scott attacks them.
Lydia.
But okay, good. Yeah, what's that gonna do to Jackson actually? The Kanima. Ruh-roh.
For Jackson Whittemore. Has anyone seen Jackson? We're his parents.
Oh no. Oh!
No, we're his real parents.
Lydia can see the visions? Is it because he doesn't know them that he feels like he doesn't know himself?
You guys seen Lydia? You know where Lydia is?
Well, that's what I mean. Was that actually Lydia? Was that like our IRL Lydia and she was able to see the vision? Or was that the Lydia within the vision? Because I wouldn't be surprised if she could see them at this point based on what we've seen with her so far. Interesting. Why is she walking away? It's kind of like damage is done, my job is done, I'm leaving. Damn. Huh? Oh no.
You want to sober him up fast, that's not the way to do it.
You can do better?
I can do best for you. How do you feel?
I'm sorry, the way Girly came out of nowhere. That was hilarious. Oh no. Oh? Is Isaac working with Derek? Has he got control? He's found his thing. Nice. I wonder what he's focusing on to keep himself controlled. Maybe the pain of like what his father did to him. Jesus. Oh my God. Oh my God, this is horrible. Why didn't you just shoot yourself in the head?
She'll hear things. People will say I was weak. They'll say I took the easy way out. How could I do this to my family?
She'll know you did it first.
It's an interesting dilemma because if I put myself in their shoes and their mentality, this is brave. But then from my perspective, it's silly. It's unnecessary. You could just live as a wolf, but evidently it's not the life she wants, so.
Help me.
How could you ask your partner to stab you to death? Like.
No.
Oh my God, her eyes. That's crazy.
Looks like you found an anchor.
My father.
Yeah.
Father locked you in a freezer in the basement to punish you.
He didn't used to.
Oh. Are you saying his link is like the missing the good times with his father, missing the positive moments? And so his anchor is thinking of those things because they're like the things he grips onto? Lydia, the fuck are you doing?
No. No. No, Dad. No, Dad. If this is some kind of sick training session, you better tell me. You better tell me.
No. Sorry.
Oh, Allison, I'm sorry. I may not have liked the woman, but she was Allison's mother, and they obviously had some amazing moments in her life. Like, even though things have gone downhill a lot since coming to this town, she had so much love for her mother. Oh, shit.
No, stop! I can't stop!
Oh, no. Save him. Wait, can't swim! Is it Camera Boy? It's Camera Boy, isn't it? And Jackson saved him. Oh, shit. Is it with Jackson? Oh no. Uh-oh. Fuck. Lydia, what are you doing?
You don't know what you're doing.
I don't know what she's doing. Oh? Okay, power of the full moon. Is he not an alpha anymore? Did he like take the alpha? How does that work?
I heard there was a party. Don't worry, I invited myself.
So he's back then. We need to know a few things. One, is he back permanently? Is he alive? Like, was he 1000% just resurrected? Or is he like in some weird state of like between being alive and being dead? Very curious about that. But what was the actual process like then? So it required... I don't know if it necessarily required Derek's blood. I think the blood was just a reaction to obviously the claws going in. But they used the power of the full moon, which is a worm moon. I wonder if that moon that moon specifically was required, because if we're talking about worms like coming out from the ground, maybe it's like symbolic of a certain type of like magical moon that like is allowing for resurrection. But we saw the like alpha eyes flash from Derek and they like vanished. So I'm thinking there's one of two ways that we can do that. Either one, it has to be done by an alpha and they like transfer the fact that they're an alpha to that person, and like that is a requirement of the spell, or it's simply that because this guy came back and he was the original alpha before him, it's like because he was resurrected, the alpha transferred back. You know, it's like one of two ways. It's like either the being an alpha was required for whatever like spell thing just happened there, or it was just that he was resurrected and thereby the alpha went back to him. Bloody hell. Okay, so even if we just take that as fact, we still have the big question of how the fuck was all of this happening with Lydia then? Why was Lydia so connected to this? Why was he in her head? How did he like put a part of his fucking consciousness in her head? Is it to do with her certain supernatural abilities? Like, does she have a set of abilities that uniquely allowed for it, apart from the fact that she was just immune? Or is there something else going on here? Is there something that we don't know about going on here? Because at the moment, it feels very out of left field. Like, I'm confused. I don't understand the process. I need to know what happened here, because it's not like they've performed a resurrection spell, you know? Because as far as we're aware, magic in that sense is not within this show. It's just a matter of, like, certain creatures have certain abilities. So what the fuck was that? But it seemed like when Derek was like, you don't know what you're doing, it felt as though Derek knew what she was doing. Like, Derek was aware of what she was about to do. Thereby, it's like a known fact that this can happen. So hopefully we get an explanation from Derek next episode about that, because very curious. But yeah, other big reveal of the episode was that Matt is indeed the Kanima master. I mean, to be fair, he was always on my list, but that interaction with Allison earlier in the episode definitely sealed the deal. Definitely made it like, huh, okay, Broski's fucking terrifying. But very curious about the swim team reference then, because we know now that he can't swim. He is obviously thereby afraid of being in water because he can't swim. But what would his relation have been to the swim team? Because we know the swim team were all of the same age. We know that the swim team were all obviously on the team together, and he would have been too young to be on it. So, and not just he would have been too young to be on it, but if he couldn't swim, he wouldn't have joined anyway. So what the hell happened with the swim team in relation to him? How is there a link there? Very curious to find out as we go on. But yeah, that was a fantastic episode. This season has been amazing. I've loved how like on the edge of my seat I've been, and I'm sorry, but they do a really good job of having like these serious moments and these moments of like giving shock value and then just flipping it and having some comedy. Like, they do that balance so well, in my opinion. Like, the way that we're all like so serious and so concerned, and then this lady pops up out of nowhere to fucking shove Styles' head underwater. Like, what the fuck was that? I bloody love it. But yeah, with that said though, that was a fantastic episode, and I'm very excited to see where we go from here now that we've had the reveal of the Kanima Master and the old Alpha is back, you know. Very scary for our group, but I know this is going to be a banger last few episodes, you know. So yes, with that said, thank you very much for watching. I've left a link down below to my Patreon. Be able to find the early and car reactions to Teen Wolf and all the other shows that I do. Also left a link to my Twitch, my Discord, and my socials, so be sure to follow them if you are interested. And yes, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you next time. Bye bye.